I feel like the reporter from the Olympics last night, she was talking to the ice dancing couple that lost, and she was like, now, tell me about why you were crying on the ice. It's like, they lost. That's
Because they
why.
lost.
Like,
Do you want me to lay down on the couch and you can ask me about my childhood?
like, this is such an inappropriate interview. Like, they're both bawling. That, like, just walk away. Just walk away.
Leave me alone.
Just.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we've been
Oh
watching
my
a little bit
gosh.
of the Olympics. I have to agree with our conversation of earlier on Marco Polo about the cartwheeling figure
The,
skater.
the Canadian, was
I
she
didn't get it.
she was a figure skater or was she an ice dancer? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I feel
I
like
feel
she was
like
I don't
it was
remember
figure
now.
skating. I think it was figure
I think
skating.
it was. I think she was by herself.
Yeah,
Wasn't
she
she? Or,
was. Is ice
okay,
dancing only as a couple?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Not like rhythmic gymnastics where you go out by yourself. I think it's only as a couple.
But she was
So,
trying her
yeah.
damnedest to be an ice dancer out there cartwheeling.
You know, I've been watching the figure skating and a lot of it's so athletic. They're
Yes.
throwing quads now like never before. But I
Yes.
feel like a lot of the artistry has been lost in that. And I feel like that way with gymnastics as well. There's a
Hmm.
whole lot of really hard skills, but I miss the beauty of and the elegance of ice skating from years past.
Hmm. Or where it's like, wow, I can't believe they attempted that. That is kind of gone because it's expected now.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I don't know where the ceiling is, if they can keep pushing further or not. Because, like with the ice dancing couples, they had to max out pretty much every single thing that they did. Otherwise, there was no chance of them medaling.
Mhm.
So,
And I heard there's a controversy. Was
oh,
that in ice dancing,
I don't know.
or couples? I think it was ice dancing, and there was where the French couple won,
Hmm.
and people are coming unglued saying that the Americans should have won.
Oh,
They
I
had a
agree.
much more difficult routine, so I haven't seen that yet. I've watched the couples, the pairs, and the individuals, but I have not watched ice dancing yet.
Yeah, the Americans were the one with the lady sticking the microphone in their face when they're a married couple. They've been skating together for 15 years. They're both bawling, and she's like, "Tell me why you're crying."
'Cause this is our last chance, lady, and we just lost.
Yeah, Phil and
Tell
I
me why
both
you're not.
thought, yeah, that they should have won. The French couple was good, but I don't think they were as good.
Mhm.
But, it's judging, so it's so subjective. It
Yeah,
There's
for
really
sure.
no way to say, "Oh, they were wrong."
Mhm.
On the technical piece, sure, but on the whole other half, which is like, I don't know, creativity and choreography and all that other stuff, they can
Well, and
decide
now they
whatever
give
they
these
want.
weird bonus points now. I don't understand it, the scoring at all.
Yeah, it's all different. So,
Mhm.
the girl who did the Jaws routine, yeah, don't bring that back, please. We don't need to see that one again.
I thought it was weird.
It
The
was so
costume, the holding of the fin on her head, and the
the
dun dun. It felt like
like
yeah, it felt like something you'd see maybe on one of those Disney on Ice things, but not in the Olympics.
yes, Phil and I were saying that about that one, and then the ice dancing team that did the Highland dance inspired routine, which was
I'll have to
their costumes were amazing. They looked great. They messed up quite a bit, unfortunately, and they knew it. So that's why I don't think they medaled at all. But it felt more like this is what you would do on a tour, not at the
okay.
Olympics. So you're not at the Olympics, you don't need to entertain the crowd. You have to entertain the judges. And I think those are very different things,
Yeah.
probably. So,
Mhm.
I don't know anything. I've never been on ice skates. I don't know anything, but
It's hard. I've been on ice skates, but not well.
yeah. Yep. So I don't know how much longer it has, but we'll watch it when it's on. So,
Yeah, I think the ice skating finals are on the 18th, so
okay. So
coming
we've
up
still
here
got
soon.
like another week, probably at least, of the
Mhm.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. And in 2 years, the Summer Olympics will be in Los Angeles. which will be
Yes.
wild. So I wonder
It
how
brings
that
so
will
much
go.
money into the city, but wow, how disrupting if you live there.
Oh, I can't imagine. Yeah. And I know a lot of people are moving out of their homes and renting them out to make a few grand. But
Yeah.
I guess if you have family, you're like, oh, I'll just go to my mom's house and then I'll rent out my house for 3 grand a night. I guess
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense. So
Sure. Why not?
I don't know that I would go to the Olympics unless it was in the city that I lived in. Then maybe I would go. But I don't think I definitely wouldn't fly to Paris to go see the Olympics, I
No.
don't think.
No, because you've got your flight and you've got your lodging and then the tickets themselves. I don't know what it costs to go to each of these events, but it's probably a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, I'm sure. Plus, everybody else is there. So it's not
Mhm,
probably that enjoyable for a tourist because there's thousands and thousands of
mhm.
new people there doing all the same things that you want to be doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And
this would
really,
not.
you get a better view from TV. Kinda
Yeah.
like the halftime show at the Super Bowl. They were showing the view from the crowd, and it's not for the crowd, it's for the TV. You're not gonna have the same experience as watching it on television.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but he was covered in all those people dressed as bushes.
Yeah.
So, from the
So they don't see
audience,
anything.
you can't see
Every once in a
anything.
while, they'd see him run out, and then he'd run back in somewhere else, and it was just all these people trees.
'Cause they were saying, "Oh, people aren't dancing," but that makes sense, like, they can't see the performer, they
Yeah.
don't know what he's
Uh-huh.
doing, they don't know. Interesting, okay,
Time to
yeah.
go get a hot dog and a beer.
He needed to be on stilts or something, I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, I've had lots of people come through the drive-thru saying, "Oh, you're from Seattle," and, like, fist bumping me and saying, "Yeah, okay.
You're not
Yay, this."
dusting off your high school pom-poms.
I
"Woohoo,
shoulda
Seahawks."
shoulda worn my cheer uniform to the shop.
It says Seahawks on it.
Well, it says Hawks, but actually, I
Oh,
don't even have my shell. I loaned my shell to Katie. I will not say her last name on the podcast, but I loaned it to her and I never saw it again. So,
and I loaned my skirt to Rochelle. I don't remember her last name, otherwise I would put her on blast. And I never got my skirt back.
yep.
Not that it would fit these days, but
But it's nice to have the set. Maybe we should put ours
yeah,
together.
yeah. They're kind of the same colors. Green, silver, and black.
Yeah.
Green, gold, and white. It all goes.
The moral of the story is don't loan your cheer uniform to anybody. Okay. Just don't
Exactly.
do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leave it in a box in the back of your closet forever.
Yeah. It's much more helpful there. Okay. Oh, goodness. So, anything else been going on in the last week?
Well, it's almost Valentine's Day. By the time this airs, it will be Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And we're doing nothing because
Mhm.
I think I talked in the last episode about our Valentine's brunch, but your sister's family is a veritable barfarama. I don't
I
want it
know.
here. So we are postponing Valentine's brunch.
Yeah.
And I've just been every chance I get when the sun comes out, like as soon as I'm done here, I grab a paintbrush and I start painting the house some more. I've been
Mhm.
painting it all by myself with just a brush, and I'm going to finish the whole damn house all by myself, except for the chimney. I won't get up on the roof and do around the chimney. So your dad has to
No.
do that. He's busy and I'm not dissing him at all. He's busy in meetings all day. So I take the opportunity to get out there, get some vitamin D and get the house painted.
Yeah.
So
Are you doing one coat or two?
It's it's looking like some areas are gonna need a second coat, so I'm just kinda
Okay.
going through as it completely dries, but I don't think I'm gonna have to do the whole house. And
Mhm.
then it's a matter of doing all the trim, which is gonna take forever. So that's
Yeah.
probably a spring project. We've picked,
Yeah.
polar bear white for the trim.
Ooh, nice. That'll be
Yeah.
pretty.
Mhm.
Cool. And you're doing red on the house, right?
Yeah, it's like a barn red.
Pretty. That'll be so
Mhm.
cool. I can't wait
Yeah,
to see it
it'll look
done.
very nice.
Awesome.
What about you? What's new this week for you?
Not much, really. just watching the Olympics. And well, my birthday's tomorrow. So once this airs, my birthday will have come and gone. I will be 37. Just
Your gift is not in the mail.
crazy.
It will be soon. When you get it, you'll know why. So I'll just leave it
Okay.
at that.
Danny texted me yesterday. She's like, I accidentally emailed your birthday gift too early. So check your email.
That's all right.
I got it early. And I will be spending my birthday at a homeschool Valentine party.
Nice.
And Felicity went to work with Phil today. And she called me and she goes, hey, I'm just wondering what you want for your birthday. It's like,
Because we're going to stop by Walgreens on the way home.
Did your dad tell you to call me?
Oh my gosh.
And then I just texted the family group chat, but I was working on some syrups because we have a Friends themed event next week. And the recipes that I had did not work out. They were disgusting. So I had to recalibrate. And now I'm making my own brown butter sage syrup and my own caramelized banana syrup.
Yum.
Yeah. So we'll have one that's called the Monica that's like Thanksgiving dinner inspired, which is the sage brown butter. And then the other one will be Marcel, and it'll be a caramelized banana latte with a cheesecake cold foam. So,
ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, because spoiler alert, Torani cheesecake syrup tastes nothing like cheesecake at all. It's disgusting. It just I mean, I don't know if it's disgusting, but it tastes like vanilla. It doesn't taste like cheesecake at all. So if I'm selling cheesecake, yeah, they're like, hey, this is, I don't know, blue raspberry. Well, I don't do that kind of flavor.
Cookie butter. This is cookie butter. No, it's not. It's vanilla with a little extra vanilla.
Yeah. What are you talking about? No. Yeah, there was one I did. It was like brown sugar toffee. And it had like this weird, almost spicy flavor to it that also just lived in the back of your throat for like hours after. Yes. It was just, it was so gross.
No, thanks.
I just rather make my own, and it's more work, but that's.
But you know what you're getting.
Yeah. Plus, these short-term events are good opportunities for us to test out syrups and test drinks and see if people want them to come back. Yeah. Yep. So that's what we're doing. So if you're in the Cibolo, Texas area next week, February 18th through the 22nd, we will have the one without the lattes event. You can come by and get a Friends themed drink and
come by where?
Stickers. Oh yeah, come by Frenchy Coffee Roasters. Just come to Cibolo, drive around until you see
we'll be standing
where
there.
you're supposed to be.
Well, I was driving through the harbor and there was somebody dressed as a giant clam yesterday, waving an Ivers flag. So we will be getting an Ivers restaurant.
When does that open?
I'm not sure. It's not open yet. And the flag didn't say, it just said Ivers on it. So soon. It's looking like it's going to be pretty soon.
Cool. I'm excited about that.
I hope it's good.
Hope so.
I hope it's not like fast food yucky. I hope it's good.
Ivers. I used to love their clam strips. They were so good. I mean, greasy, fried, battered,
Yeah.
But
and the chowder.
Delicious. So yeah. And you douse the French fries in malt vinegar. Just delicious.
That's the best.
I remember sometimes we get it and then we take it because we had to get on the ferry to go home. We just take it on the ferry with us and eat it there. Yeah. So fun. So, all right. Well, let's start this episode with a question. You agree to help someone else find love, only to realize you might be falling for them instead. This is strictly hypothetical. Do you confess your feelings, push them toward the right person anyway, or wait until the final 5 minutes of the movie for a grand emotional speech?
Are you talking me or are you talking Hallmark? Because
if it were you.
If it were me, if there was no indication that they were interested in me, I think that I would go ahead and help them find the person of their dreams. If there was a hint that something might be going on, then I think I would probably, if not come right out and say it, maybe lay some groundwork, give some little hints about my feelings. And and see where it goes from there. And if they don't respond, then you let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. I was never somebody who was like, hey, I love you. I don't know if you love me back,
Please
but
love
here
me.
we go. Yeah. So I think I would probably help them try to find the right person and then
Mhm.
hope that they would realize, oh, this is not the right person. And then
Yes.
go from there.
Mhm.
Because who wants to be caught saying I love you to someone who doesn't say it back? That's not fun, I don't think. Oh, goodness. Well, welcome to Love on the Pod, a podcast about all the cheesy romantic TV movies we adore. I'm Jessica,
And I'm Sherry.
and today we are discussing Hallmark's The Way to You, which is their very first Love-uary movie, and the only one that will air before Valentine's Day. The next one is airing on Valentine's Day. Is that correct? Yes, I believe so.
I think so.
Saturday.
So it's a whole
Yes.
month of love.
A whole month of love, even though they celebrate love all year round. But,
True.
you know, we like a good theme. So we're going to start before we dive into this movie with a few Hallmark headlines. So first, on February 8th, 2026, the team behind #Heinies, a documentary currently in production about the
Sorry. Hashtag Heinies. I took a drink of water right when you said that.
You didn't expect me to say that?
No, it's not in my notes.
So this is a documentary currently in production about the Hallmark superstar's devoted fandom. We're referring to Tyler Hines. His name is not #Heinies. They dropped their first film trailer on the 8th. Fans gushed about the sneak peek and the community they've built, and Hines was quick to praise the project, which will be narrated by his close friend and fellow Hallmark star. We know him. We love him. Jonathan Bennett.
Nice. I did
Yes,
not know this was happening.
I didn't know it either until today when I found out. It
Me
is not,
too.
unfortunately, it is not slated for release until late 2027. So we're going to have to wait.
Okay.
Wait a little while for this documentary, but I think it will be fun. It's very niche. It's very, very niche. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what kind of release structure they will have, if it's going to, because it's independent. So it's not being produced by Hallmark. So I'm interested to see, are they going to cut a deal with Hallmark and release it there? Is it going to go to theaters? Is it going to go straight to Prime Video? What they're going to do with it. So maybe they'll take it to Sundance. I have no idea.
So Tyler Hines, don't do anything scandalous between now and then. You might lose your Heinies.
Yes. Don't want to lose your Heinies. Second, Christopher Polaha's directorial debut is in the brand new film Mimics, which premieres tomorrow. So when this is out, it will have already premiered in 400 theaters across the country. And it is about a down-on-his-luck impressionist named Sam Reinhold, who makes a pact with Fergus, a wicked strings-attached puppet that holds the promises to propel Sam to stardom, unleashing a nightmare that threatens the safety of those he holds dear. So Christopher has directed this movie and is also starring in it. So this is not typically my style of movie, but I will watch it.
Puppet.
Yes.
Interesting.
He says it is a slight horror movie. So
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What network is this premiering on? Do we know?
Theaters. 400 theaters.
Okay.
And then my guess would be that it will go to Prime. It's not a Hallmark-related film at all, although all of his Hallmark friends have been promoting it heavily, congratulating him, and encouraging people to go and see it. So if you have a theater near you that is airing it, go and check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah. And then lastly, on February 10th, Cameron Matheson took to Instagram to share the good news that he had another scan, I believe, of his liver to check for cancer, because he did have cancer 6 years ago. And he is doing really well. And he's now been cancer-free for 6 years. Everything came back clear. So fans are always interested to hear that every year to make sure that he's doing okay. And he confirmed that he is. So that's great. Yes.
Good news.
Yes, absolutely. And then on, unfortunately, a sad note, we do have to, we don't have to, but I would like to briefly address the fact that we lost James Vanderbeek yesterday.
Mhm.
So I
Young.
feel like, yeah, I feel like we are doing this every week, that we are losing somebody who is so important in the world and in the film industry. And he was 48, I believe,
Yeah.
and unfortunately passed due to colorectal cancer. He leaves behind his wife, Kimberly, and 6 children. And if you have the means to donate to his GoFundMe, I would encourage you to do so. They spent everything they had on his treatment and on living life day to day, bills and all the things while he was ill. And the family really has no income right now and no means in which to get it. So the GoFundMe will help them, kind of move through this really horrible time and figure out what they can do next. So I will put the link up in our Instagram stories.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking to know that he was so instrumental in film and TV, and then to know in the end they really struggled. He was selling off pieces of his Dawson Creek memorabilia,
Mhm.
just trying to stay afloat and pay medical bills. And so there's definitely something broken about the medical industry. And I certainly don't know what the answer is, but it's just so sad
Mhm.
to add insult on top of injury when you
Mhm.
lose a loved one and then you have these enormous bills to have to pay. So I agree. If you can donate even just a little bit,
Mhm.
do what you can, and that will really help a family out.
Yep. And I've always heard what a wonderful person he is, but definitely all of the tributes coming out from his close friends. Alfonso Ribeiro wrote several really beautiful tributes to him, and lots of other people who had been in his orbit. And just, it seems like a lot of his really close friends had knew that his time was coming and had the opportunity to go out and see him and say goodbye, which I think is just really lovely that they were able to do that. So as hard as it is, I'm sure that they're really grateful for that time with him in the end. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
I had one little bit of, shifting gears a little bit, of Hallmark news. I
Yeah.
read that they are going to kind of shift away from reality programming
Mm.
and focus more on what the fans want, which is romantic, fun movies. They said that the shift is going to still include seasonal and holiday type reality shows, but there's still no word on whether Finding Mr. Christmas has been renewed for a third season. So I'm hopeful that it has because I love that show.
I love that show. I think they did, I mean, let's just beat a dead horse here. Let's just do it. Why not? The season was good. The winner, not. The second
Mhm.
season was also good. Winner, great. They didn't give him the opportunity they should have. I'm still waiting for news that they have cast him as a lead in something
Yeah.
because I think they owe him that. But we have not heard official confirmation. We've heard rumors that he's doing
Mhm.
a June bridal movie of some kind, but that could be him playing the brother-in-law. I have no idea. So, um, what other reality shows have they done? They just did that one with Matthew Lawrence and Chili.
Uh-huh. Celebrations with Lacey Chabert
Oh, yeah.
has not been officially renewed yet. That holiday baking show with Tamara
Oh,
Mowry
yes.
Bosley.
Yes. Yes.
So
And then
those
there
are all kind of seasonal, so maybe they'll be back.
and then the Luke McFarlane one, the renovation one.
Mhm.
And then Ashley Williams had the one where your parents set you up on a date.
Oh, hometown date or
I
something
loved
like
that one. I thought that
that.
was
I think
great.
it's good.
It
Yeah.
was so cute. The one with Matthew Lawrence and Chili, I really wanted to love. It felt like an MTV show, though. It didn't feel
Mhm.
like a Hallmark show. And I love them together. I love the Lawrence brothers. I just love them. I wish they would be on Hallmark
Right.
more. I want to see them more. I adore them. But yeah, this show, I watched half of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. It just didn't feel as compelling as it should, I think.
Yeah, I didn't watch it yet. You know
Yeah.
what would be cool? The Lawrence brothers came on a Hallmark mystery, like their brother sleuth team or something.
Yes.
Because
Like their
I don't think there's
PIs.
Yeah, there's never really been a male lead in any of these mystery movies. It's always, the female lead falls upon a dead body in the back of the bakery or whatever it is, but not a lead male. So a trio of sleuths would be really cool.
Yeah, like Aurora Tea Garden, only guys.
Hmm.
That would be
Yeah.
so cool.
Hmm.
Yes, they should do that. I know they're producing a lot of their own stuff, but I would love them to be on Hallmark. I just think they're great. So,
Hmm.
you know, that's why I listen to their podcast because I think they're funny and fun and they've had a really, really great careers, all of them. So, and they seem
Yeah,
to still like each other. So that's cool.
that's huge.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into our movie. We're almost 30 minutes in, so it's
All
probably time
right.
to
We're
start
talking about a
talking
movie
about the
today.
movie. So, a little synopsis of this film. New Yorkers Emma and Conrad agree to help each other find their missed connections after a subway blackout. Their search might lead to love, but not where either of them expects to find it. The release date was February 7th of 2026. It stars Kim Matula and Aaron O'Connell. The director was Norma Bailey, who has directed 4 episodes of The Way Home. She also directed Love on the Danube, A Royal Getaway, and The Christmas Secret, which is an older film with Bethany Joy Lenz. And then the writer was Nicole Baxter, who also wrote Blind Date Book Club, Christmas Island, and We Wish You a Merried Christmas. They filmed this movie in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, but it is set in New York City. So they're pretending it's New York,
Hmm.
but spoiler alert, it is not.
It is not.
It's too expensive to film in New York. So, what are your initial thoughts on this film?
I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a really fun angle on the meet cute. They're not immediately drawn to one another. It's this
Hmm.
whole idea of trying to find somebody that you had an instant connection with, and
Right.
then it eventually evolves into something else. I thought it was great. It was, again, it's still somewhat predictable, but
Yeah.
it's a really different kind of trope than we've seen in Hallmark before.
And I think that's part of what people love about Hallmark is that it's comforting. You know,
Mhm.
that has become particularly a millennial trend of just watching the same show over and over again because you know what's going to happen. Still
Yep.
entertaining, but it's
Mhm.
comforting because there's no surprises. You know that Ross and Rachel are going to end up together in the end. You know she's going to get off the plane,
Mm.
So all of those things are represented in most Hallmark movies, I would say. There's very few where the twist is unpredictable, I think,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
that's not necessarily a bad thing. We're not watching Hallmark for Shutter Island-esque storytelling. So
No.
I also really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was great. I loved the pairing. I We don't see them in as many Hallmark movies. We definitely have seen both of them in films with Hallmark, but not every single season like somebody like Lacey Chabert or
Mhm.
Andrew Walker. And I liked the setting. I liked her styling was so realistic and normal. And
Mhm.
I loved the movie. Would definitely watch it again. I've already watched it twice, so I may not watch it again soon, but I would definitely watch it again.
I don't know that I've seen her in anything before, but I loved
Yes.
her.
Ghosts of Christmas Past or Ghosts of Christmas not
Ghost girlfriend?
Ghosts
Yes? No.
No, Ghosts of Christmas Always.
Oh,
She was
okay.
blonde.
Shorter hair, blonde. Okay.
Yes. And then also there was a ice skating or hockey movie that she was in that we've
Oh, that's her. Was she blonde in that as well?
yes.
Okay, that's what threw me.
Yeah,
She
she
was
looks
with that
totally different.
Ken doll looking
Yes.
guy.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
I can't remember your name.
Yes. I wanna say Taking a Shot at Love, but it's not that one. It's a different
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I think
Okay.
she's done 3 Hallmark movies thus
Alright.
far.
It's the darker hair that threw me. She's got great hair.
Oh my gosh, such good hair. So
Mm.
much of it. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, I wish I could wear my hair in buns like that," but alas, I cannot.
I can't even do a ponytail.
No, I'm like, it's a little nubbin on the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay. So for scene stealers and MVPs, like I said, thought this was a really unique story because both of the initial connections that they had were really good.
Mhm.
And instead of pursuing her connection, Emma just said, oh, well, that's fine.
Mhm.
I'm not going to deal with it. Conrad wanted to pursue his connection, but then realizes this person is not for me. But it could have easily just followed a simple trajectory of, I met you on the subway, we're going to fall in love. But
Mhm.
it had a little bit more dynamics to it, which I really, really liked. And then I also really loved the fact that Emma shared an apartment with her sister and her brother-in-law. It was so realistic for New York City.
Mhm.
And I also was thinking, they're complaining about this tiny apartment. What? It's not that tiny. Why are they moving out of this
The
apartment?
kitchen is
It's
bigger than
massive.
most New York apartments. It was huge. It was
when they
beautiful.
when they said we won the apartment lottery, I'm thinking, what? You already won the apartment lottery. This
Yeah.
one is great.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, no, that's what I had that in my notes too. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You see these videos and they walk in and it's like, stove right next to the toilet. Tiny little closet is where you put your bed. That's more realistic of a New York apartment. So the one they were living in was beautiful.
Great. And then Emma goes to view this other apartment. And it's literally a walk-in closet. That's
Uh-huh.
and they
Yeah.
probably wanted $2,000 a month for it.
Oh, for sure. Easily. Yeah.
Were there any scenes that stood out to you in particular?
Well, there's several. But one thing I wanted to talk about was I've never been to New York, so I don't know when a blackout happens on the subway. Don't people scream? Aren't people panicked? They all just kind of sat there like, huh, okay, we'll just wait it out. So,
Yeah, I don't know if it
I don't know.
happens often enough that people are just like, yeah, this is normal. I'm
Maybe.
used to this.
I mean, would you be panicking or would you be going through your purse looking for snackies or going
No.
Instagram live? I don't know. I think I would be
No,
panicked.
because it's so dirty that you don't wanna be eating anything because 'cause you're
Oh,
touching the rails, right?
yeah. No.
It's so gross. And I went to New York 10 years ago, and it was
Mhm.
gross then. So, I don't know I don't know if I can believe everything I'm seeing on TikTok, but it seems
Uh-huh.
like it's a little grosser now than it was 10 years ago. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, and the subway is infinitely more dangerous. I think there's more likelihood that you're getting mugged on a subway than you're finding
Mhm.
a future husband.
True.
But yeah, so I would be freaked
Well,
out if the lights went out for sure.
yeah. I guess one of the scenes I really liked is that Conrad really felt this connection with this woman he met on the subway, and then they didn't exchange information or anything. So he is encouraged to put in an ad for misconnections in the newspaper. And Emma actually responds to it, thinking it's the guy that she had met on the subway as well.
Mhm.
That's how they kind of meet each other. And like you said, Emma decides to take on helping Conrad find this other person. But the scene in the park was so cute. He they're sitting down and well, first she shows up to go jogging and she's got on like a parka and this full scarf and he asks her, "Are you jogging in the Arctic?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm fine." But she ends up peeling off layers and layers. And people would jog by and he'd be like, "How about that one? How about that one? Oh, he's wearing too much business gray or whatever." So I love the way that he really encouraged her to find somebody. They had this
Mhm.
really fun friendship connection to begin with. It wasn't immediate that you saw them kind of falling for each other. So I like the way that they developed that. And oh, Kim Matula, she reminds me a little bit, at least in this movie, of Meredith Hagner, who I
Mhm.
love. She's in A Gift Wrapped Christmas and My Christmas Love, especially when
Yes.
she's making the smoothies for her sister and her brother-in-law, and they're this thick green, and she's really trying to sell it. And she takes a sip, and she goes, "And you can chew it."
You can chew it. Wow, thank
So
you.
disgusting.
I
Yeah, that's what
appreciate
you want
that.
in a smoothie, but But yeah, lots of really fun interactions with Conrad and Emma. The pottery wheel scene, kind of reminiscent of the movie Ghost, was cute.
Hmm.
I love the way that, he was encouraging her to maybe be not so casual about everything because she says she's going to show up someplace at 5-ish instead of
Hmm.
5 o'clock. He's very regimented. He has this job in finance. And so they kind of are a great blend. And I think they learn from one another that you can be a little more casual and you can, be a little bit more stringent. So
Hmm.
yeah, super,
Yep.
super fun connection.
Yep. I agree. I loved her plaid jacket that she wore, the wool long jacket. I couldn't find the
Mhm.
exact one, but I found one very similar. It's by a company called Coffee Shop, but they don't make it anymore. So you can get it on Stitch Fix. I saw one on eBay. I saw one on Mercari, but on
Mhm.
Stitch Fix, it's only $59. So if you want to grab it, it's very cute. And I'll put the link in our stories for this week so you can check it out.
Yeah, I found that is usually the case when we see something that stands out on one of the movies we've watched, whether it's a dress or a hat or a handbag or whatever, it's no longer in production. It's long gone. You can find it on Poshmark or Mercari, sometimes eBay, but usually
Mhm.
not.
Yeah, because either they pulled it from the racks of other movies, and so it's super old, or they filmed it, a year prior to when it came out. So they're just not making it anymore. So yeah, it
Mhm.
wasn't even on clearance anywhere. It was just gone. So
Mhm.
I did really think that it was funny when Conrad's in the apartment with Emma and he's talking about how money can really mess things up. And he's like, especially when your parents get involved in a Ponzi scheme by their best friend. And I just felt like that was really shoehorned in there. Like,
Yeah.
wow,
Should we
okay.
explain that a little bit more?
She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then they just move on.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I guess that was dropped to kind of show why he's so regimented and why money is
Yeah.
so important to him, and you have to
Hmm.
have your 9 to 5 and be serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of thrown in there like, "Well, this happened. I don't really know you, but guess what? My parents were taken for everything they had in a Ponzi scheme."
So I had to get into finance because I have to pay for two households instead of just one.
Yeah.
And this does happen. Absolutely. This happens to
Mhm.
people. But I just felt like, wow, okay, we're getting serious here.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not like Lifetime
Uh,
deadly Ponzi scheme or something.
no.
One of my favorite, scenes, though, was when so Emma has been set up with a workmate, Erin, that
Hmm.
works with Conrad, the dullest dweeb on the planet, but she kinda figures, she doesn't wanna tell Conrad how she feels because he seems to be hitting it off when oh, spoiler alert, they find the woman from the subway.
Right.
So he's kinda hitting it off with her, and so Emma doesn't want to tell him her feelings, so, Aaron will do. So they're all at this fancy dinner together, and they're at the bar, and she realizes that the woman that Conrad has been this is before they get together, that Conrad has been looking for is also at the bar. She
Hmm.
realizes she's found her based on this fancy art deco ring that she has on. And she struggles with, is she going to tell him? Is she not? And I thought, oh, she's not going to tell him. And then it's going to be this big conflict. And then he's going to be like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you
Hmm.
let me make up my own decision? Blah, blah, blah.
Because I'm in love
That,
with you.
yeah, but that didn't happen.
No.
She, put aside her feelings and she made sure that they had that connection. And I thought that was a really, really sweet way of handling it instead of letting it become this big dramatic event.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot of conflict in this film.
Mm-mm.
It moved along and there were enough moving parts that it made it feel interesting, but there wasn't a big misunderstanding or anything
Mm-mm.
like that. The very end was the most climactic part, I think, but it still wasn't that they were fighting with each other or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really, as far as favorite characters or MVPs, I really thought everyone contributed to the story equally. I liked the
Mhm.
brother-in-law, I liked the sister,
Mhm.
I liked both of the main characters. So, and it was not a big cast. It was a very small cast.
Mhm.
And I thought they all did a really good job and they worked well together. And I loved seeing that brother-in-law dynamic where he was there to support both of them and was cheering on Emma and like helping her
Mhm.
with her clothes and all of this
Yeah.
stuff. So I just thought the casting was really, really great for this one.
Yeah, characters, I agree. I think Emma and Conrad had such a great chemistry. They were just
Hmm.
both really warm, engaging characters, but separately they were great, but when they came together, it was just like this magic and Aaron O'Connell has this way of looking at his leading women and speaking with such sensitivity. It's just so believable and
Hmm.
so sweet. I felt myself sitting there smiling and oh, they're so sweet together. They're so cute. And Kim Matula brings kind of this soft humor and vulnerability to the scenes. So I just really liked this pairing and I've never seen them work together before. So I really enjoyed it.
Hmm.
Worst character, I don't think there really was one other than Aaron was he just wasn't a good match for
No,
Emma, and she
no.
tried to make it so, but it wasn't working. He was too
Mm-mm.
serious. She had to tell him when she was joking, so it was
It's
a
like
joke.
it's a long slog to retirement. Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, and Erin O'Connell started as a model. So it's not that we have things against people who are models first and become
Mhm.
actors. You just have to actually do the work to become the actor, right?
Yeah.
And be good at it. And Erin is a good
Mhm.
example of someone who did that. So, okay. So I have a few discussion questions for us. The first one
Okay.
is there something uniquely romantic about a New York love story, or could this exact plot happen at a Buc-ee's in Texas and still work? Tell me.
Huh. I guess it could oh, I don't there's something going on outside because a whole not a flock, tribe of deer just ran through the yard, like, full force. I'm recording right now.
Join us, won't you?
Hello? I don't even remember what I was saying. Um,
Could you make this
oh,
movie at a Buc-ee's?
okay. Yeah, but it would have a totally different feel because they would be, it'd be like a cowboy looking for his cowgirl, I think. It would
At a convenience store.
I came to Buc-ee's to find the woman of my dreams.
Okay, but listen to me.
There's my little lady now.
I would not say no to a Hallmark movie filmed entirely at a Buc-ee's, okay? You know how many things you can buy while you're there? They could have
Buc-ee's
lunch.
blackout. It's a blackout in Buc-ee's.
They could get their coffee. They could, like, have a whole montage of trying on different Buc-ee's themed clothing.
There you
There's a
go.
lot of things you could do in there. You could, sit on the Buc-ee's chairs and take pictures with the giant guy dressed as Bucky.
Now,
So, I
Bucky,
mean,
is he like a beaver or
he's a beaver. Bucky is a
okay,
beaver, yes.
Bucky
And,
the beaver?
don't get me started on the jerky wall. You could spend 45 minutes of a movie just standing in front of the jerky wall.
Oh, I gotta get to a Buc-ee's. We don't have those here in Washington.
Can you imagine? For the first time ever, Hallmark is proud to announce that they're partnering with Bucky's for your next Christmas love story.
All kinds of Buc-ee's/Hallmark merch. I got this flannel shirt with a gold crown on it and a
Okay.
beaver on the back.
No, the beaver is wearing the crown.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I hope our listeners think they're as funny as we do.
Oh my goodness. If you've never been to a Bucky's, you got to come down south and go to one because they are an experience to behold. Yeah, they're wild. But okay, so do you think they could have a love story there with a Bucky's blackout?
Sure, why not? And then they'd ride
Yeah,
off on horses when they finally get together.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Have you ever had a real life misconnection that still lives in your brain rent free?
I plead the fifth. Um,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
it might have
fine.
had something to do I was probably 17 with, a boy from another school at a underage party, and that's all I'm gonna
Oh,
say.
okay.
Don't even know his name,
Well,
but
I can't think of a positive one, but I have a negative one. When I was in Seattle, I used to go to Seattle every year at Christmas with my best friend at the time. Her mom would take us and pay for a very opulent hotel, and we would go off, just the two of us, around downtown Seattle, shopping away at like 14. What?
See, I always
Anyways,
thought her mom was with you.
no, her mom hated shopping. She would sit in the hotel room and watch Mariners games.
Ooh.
So, but there was a guy who shouted at me across the crosswalk, and he just caught my attention, and he said, "I see you got an attitude. Show a pimp some gratitude." And that lives in my brain forever. I will never forget that.
You always get the great times. There's that guy in Miami that kept looking you up and
Likes
down.
my feet? The one who liked my feet?
The
Or was
one
that
at
was
the
somebody
hotel.
else?
I don't remember that, but he was at the hotel in Miami when we were standing waiting
Oh,
for our
gross.
after the Hallmark cruise. He was
Gross.
very high and very gross.
Smelled really bad. No, there was the guy I think it was in LA, who came up to me and was like, "I'm sure you get this all the time, but you have really beautiful feet." Like, get away from me.
You know, you
I
can
don't get that.
$200 a pick.
Like, I don't get that all the time. I don't have beautiful feet, and I know that. So why do you have a Flintstones fetish? I don't understand what's happening.
Oh my God. Okay, now I'm wheezing. Sorry, you got this feet from your mama.
That's okay.
Old Barney Rubble toes.
I mean, that guy liked him. I don't know.
there's
It's very
probably
weird.
market for that. Prehistoric feet.
Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay, last question. Do you believe the right person, wrong time trope is romantic or just emotionally irresponsible?
Ooh. I don't right person, wrong time. Well, I kind of feel like it's not the right person if it's the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. And if someday you come back together, cool. Then
Yeah.
that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard of people doing that, where they have a whole marriage in between and have kids and all this stuff, and then they reconnect with their high school sweetheart after a divorce
Mm-hmm.
or spouse passes away, and they get
Yeah.
married, and that's the right time for them. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep, I totally agree.
Yep.
Okay, so as far as behind the scenes details, there were really not any. And Hallmark, I want you to start doing the Facebook Lives again, please.
I loved those.
Yeah, we need some more information besides what Entertainment Now is putting out. They don't have a lot to say. So the only behind the scenes detail I have is that the movie was initially titled Finding My Connection, and it was supposed to release in June, but they decided to release it in February, which I think is appropriate because they're dressed for winter. So
Yeah.
it makes sense to be a February movie and not a June movie.
Well, and winter in New York just feels more romantic somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Also, I did read that when movies are filmed inside a subway, it's, very rare that you're actually in an actual New York subway because logistically it doesn't work. So they have crew on the outside of this box that they've made to look like a subway car, and they're moving it back and forth so it looks like you're actually in a subway car.
It's like you can always tell when they're not filming in an actual airplane because they can stand up and easily move about the cabin.
The seats are so big.
Yeah.
The aisles are like 5 feet wide.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. For sure. All right. Well, Love on the Brain, we kind of already touched on this, I think, as far as the chemistry. We both think it was great, right?
Yeah. I think it worked. I would love to see them do another movie together.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Even if it's not related to the story, because Pascal Hutton and what's his name?
Kagan?
Starts with, yes, Cavan Smith. They do tons of movies together.
Mhm.
They're not always related. They're doing those Nellie Knows mysteries. So those are connected.
Mhm.
But the rest of the ones that they did together, none of them are connected. And I think it's great. You watch so many Hallmark movies, who cares? You don't remember.
Well, and you see them, they're such good actors. You see them totally morph into their different characters.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a good actor, you can pull it off. You're not necessarily pigeonholed into one character type.
Yeah. Yep. With those two, my biggest hurdle is getting over them not being the characters from When Calls the Heart.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Or
because
being
I watched.
together in real life.
Yes, yeah, because they aren't. They're both married
No.
to other people, so they just happen to have really great on-screen chemistry.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's play a quick game. It's called Misconnection or Main Character Moment. So I'm going to read a scenario for you, and you are going to decide if it's a missed connection, tragically over, and it's not going to be circled back to, or if it's a main character moment, and this is clearly the beginning of a Hallmark romance.
Okay.
Okay. So, round one. You lock eyes with someone across a crowded subway car. Right before you stop, the lights go out. When they come back on, they're gone.
Uh,
Misconnection or main character moment?
that's a misconnection. It's like you can lock eyes with lots of people. It might even be creepy.
I lock eyes with creeps in the grocery store every day. Okay, that's a misconnection. Round two. A stranger helps you carry groceries in the rain. You forget to ask their name, but they say, maybe we'll run into each other again.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is Ted Bundy. Why would a stranger carry your groceries to your car?
Yes.
I suppose that could be it's not misconnection. What's the other one?
Main character moment.
Main character moment. You can see something that they're going to run into each other at the bagel shop down the line or at the pickleball court. Who knows?
Yeah. Like serendipity. I'll take my grocery receipt. I'll put it in this mailbox. And if it gets to you, we're meant to be. Right? That's
Yep.
how that movie works. Oh, but you have to write your phone number on it too, on the receipt.
It makes it a little easier to connect.
Yeah. Round three. You accidentally text the wrong number. Instead of being annoyed, they text back jokes. You keep talking for 3 days.
Oh, that's why do I always forget what you said? It's main
Main
character
character moment.
main character moment. Yes, there's been a couple movies like that, and there's been a whole Thanksgiving thing that happens every year.
Yes.
That woman that texted the wrong grandchild, and now
Yep.
they spend Thanksgiving together every single year. I think it's adorable.
Yeah. But if you meet this person, if this happens to you in real life, be in a public place and bring a buddy. Okay? You don't know who these
Absolutely.
people are. You
Uh-huh.
got to take care of yourself first. Okay?
Mhm.
All right, round four. You agree to help someone find their crush, but you start noticing the way they look at you during coffee. Okay.
Say that again. I'm not sure I followed.
I didn't write this. ChatGPT wrote this.
Okay.
This sucks. Okay, you agree to help someone find their crush, but then you start noticing the way they look at you during coffee. Like you're a
Oh, they're looking at
snack.
you instead of your friend who has
Yes.
the crush. No,
Yes.
misconnection. No. It's like, okay, I have a friend who had a boyfriend who, like, for 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and she broke up with him. We were at some big festival or something, I can't remember what it was, and he immediately found me and asked me out.
Yeah.
"So and so broke up with me, so do you wanna go out?" First off, no. You're
Second of all, no.
and second of all, no, go away. So, no. Mm-mm. This was
Mm-mm.
your friend's crush. You don't say, "Oh, well, he's looking at me. I'm
No,
gonna go
thank
for
you.
it." No,
Mm-mm.
that's a misconnection.
Okay, last round. You reconnect with someone from 15 years ago, and they even remember your coffee order.
Wow, these are all slightly creepy. I
Okay, but
remember
put it in the context of a Hallmark movie. You bump into
of
this
the
person, you're
Hallmark
like,
movie.
"Oh, hey." And they're like, "Oh, caramel macchiato with almond milk." And you're like, "Ugh, can't believe you remembered that. That's so
Oh,
sweet.
Ken, that's so wonderful.
Wow. Maybe I'll
Yeah,
see
I
you
guess
later.
that would be
You
lead
visiting
character.
your mom at the farm?" "Yes, I am. She broke her leg and I'm there to help."
Yeah, that's a definite Hallmark movie.
I'm on one today. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, last question. Would you rather? This
I
is
thought
a
you said the last one was the last one.
this is a
Okay.
lightning bonus round, okay?
Oh
Would
my
you
God.
rather find true love during a citywide blackout or have perfect cell service and iced coffee forever but remain single?
Definitely go for the iced coffee.
Perfect cell service and iced coffee forever? Yes, thank you so much.
Absolutely. That's all a girl needs.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. We're going to be done with that segment. Time to Dreamcast a sequel.
Oh,
Where
I
do you
forgot
think
to
these
do that.
characters just imagine, as Barney would
Okay.
say, just imagine.
Okay. Here's the deal. I will tell
Okay.
you that I loved at the end when they finally realized that they like each other and Conrad says, I like you. He doesn't say,
Mm,
I'm with you, Emma. And she says, I like you too. I thought that was perfect. They should have ended it right
mm-hmm.
there because he had just, his phone was ringing. It was from Lance's boss and he deletes the call, flips over his phone so he doesn't have to look at it anymore. And then
Mm-hmm.
Emma's trying to get a hold of him to tell him her feelings. I
Yes.
think the phone call from Lance should have been that there's been a change of plans and his job that's taking him to Japan for 6 months actually can be done remotely here in New York and he doesn't have to travel. Because
Mm-hmm.
I loved everything about this movie except for the very end when he's like, well, you don't have an apartment anymore. Why don't you join me in Japan? They've known each other for 2 weeks, maybe. I don't know how they didn't, let's say, not very long.
Yeah.
So that was a little too much, especially when he just said, I like you.
Yeah. Quit your
So I
job
think,
and come join
uh-huh.
me in Japan.
Yeah, she's got this great job as this museum gallery curator.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say he doesn't end up going to Japan. He maybe has to take trips there once in a while, but very short. He doesn't have to go there for 6 months.
Yeah.
She ends up eventually opening her own gallery. Maybe she opens a pottery shop
Ooh.
because she's really good at pottery. And I didn't think this through, so that's as far as I've got. But they don't go to Japan. She opens her own line of pottery, and they live happily ever after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know
I
where he
think
goes.
I think that the Japan element could have been completely removed from the movie. I don't honestly think it was
Mhm.
necessary because it wasn't like something
Yeah.
was depending on that. Like, oh, is he going to change his mind and stay? Well, no, that wasn't
Mhm.
part of the story. So I think
Yeah.
they could have taken that out. And then I wish this is not future casting, but you know how Sleepless in Seattle ends, where they're just holding hands and they're like
Mhm.
staring at each other, like they're not sure if the other one is real. I kind of
Yeah.
wish it ended like that. Like
Mhm.
it's so like kind of awkward, but also fun, and you don't know what's going to happen next. And I just love that. So I think that would have been cool. And honestly, as far as the sequel goes, I'm not sure that it needs one, but I would like to see, like I said, them work together again in a
Mhm.
future movie.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they end it with I like you too." They hold hands and they walk off and go get a bagel because a bagel was kind of instrumental. He was talking about how his parents met at a bagel shop,
Mm-hmm.
and that would have been really cute.
Yes, that would have been so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now we're going to rate the movie based on clay bowls. So
Okay.
how many clay bowls would you give this film?
I actually really, really enjoyed this. I loved everything about it, and, I don't know if this is my first one of the new season, but I'm gonna give it a 5.
Nice.
I would watch it again. I thought their chemistry was perfection. I love the subtle humor. It was a nice contrast to Conrad's kind of seriousness. Um, the new twist on the meet cute, where they're initially trying to find other people, I thought that was great, but they're working together to find matches. The sister relationship between Hazel and Emma was so great. Hazel
Mhm.
really supported Emma both professionally and romantically, trying to find the right apartment and partner for her.
Mhm.
And like I said, I love that it ended with "I like you," not "I love you, let's go get married." It was a lot more realistic of an ending. So I
Yes.
give it 5 clay bowls.
Awesome. I loved this movie too. I thought it was great. The ending, like you said, I would have tweaked a little bit, but aside from that, I loved the originality of the plot. I loved how there was a different trajectory to the love story, and I really appreciated the use of these actors because we don't see them a lot. So I am going to give this movie 4.5 clay bowls. I would definitely watch it
Okay.
again. And the other thing I really loved about it was the styling. Super realistic, very down to
Yeah.
earth, not over the top with makeup and hair. Just looked pretty but normal,
Mhm.
and I really appreciated that.
Yeah, the
So,
sister as well. They didn't
yeah,
have her all dolled up. In fact, I don't even know if we knew what she did for a living, but
teacher.
teacher, that's right. So it was very
Yes.
fitting for a teacher.
Yeah. Yep. So the next episode is going to be later this week, and we are launching our Schitt's Creek rewatch slash first watch series. We
Yeah.
had talked about it, yay, briefly, and we have decided to do that. So we are going to this week be talking about just the pilot, and then for future episodes, we'll combine multiple episodes of Schitt's Creek together to discuss. But for this week, we are giving all the flowers to the pilot, and we can't wait to talk about it. Really excited. So we hope you are too, because this is not Hallmark related,
Mhm.
but we felt like, why not? Let's do it.
No, absolutely. Why
Yeah.
not?
So be sure to follow us on Instagram at Love on the Pod and share your episode thoughts or ideas by emailing us at loveonthepod@gmail.com. Plus, you can text us with future movie recommendations using the link in our show notes. If you love this episode and want to hear more, please, please,
Please,
please, for the love
we
of
beg of you.
God, please subscribe to the podcast as we drop new episodes weekly. So, whether you're retrieving your copy of The Count of Monte Cristo off the dirty subway floor,
Or learning to throw clay pots with a new friend.
we hope you don't miss your next connection. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.